We've seen how some movies portray people who suffer from depression. They cry a lot, they walk around dragging their feet, but depression has many faces, and here are some stories that I've gathered for you. Hi, I'm Hiwi. I'm a licensed professional counselor at Heart to Heart with Me in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I specialize in helping clients who suffer from depression and anxiety. The stories that I'm about to share with you are stories that my clients shared with me. They gave me consent to share their stories because they want you to know that depression has many faces, but most importantly, it can get better. You just need a little help. I've taken all the personal details out so no one is identifiable. First, Mr. W. He had difficulty focusing on the task at hand because he was constantly disrupted by intrusive thoughts. He also experienced brain fog. It's a feeling of spacing out and lack mental clarity. He was irritable, and when he was home, he snapped at his children, which made him feel worse than he already was. Mr. W's wife noticed that something is different because Mr. W has never scolded the children even when they did something wrong, and she suggested to Mr. W to seek help. Next, Miss X. For Miss X, depression was like a dark cloud constantly following her, and no matter what she does, she couldn't shake it off. And the dark cloud casts a long shadow on everything that she does. Everything feels heavier and harder to do. She found it difficult to get out of bed. She was sleeping a lot more than usual, sometimes more than 10 hours a day. So Miss X consulted Dr. Google on what is happening with her. That's when she started to seek help. Next, Mr. Y. Mr. Y expressed that growing up, he was taught to be a man, never cry, never show weakness. He had heard of depression before, but he had no idea that that was what he was struggling with. He was very irritable and he was crying a lot, and that was very unusual for him. He thought he was going crazy. That's when he consulted Dr. Google. That's when he realized that he was probably struggling with depression. I remember telling Mr. Y that he is incredibly brave for breaking the stereotype of men and come forth to seek help. And last is Miss Z. She shared that she felt as though someone had reached inside of her and pulled her soul out because she felt lost and hopeless. She was feeling overwhelmed and always at the brink of tearing up. She's also irritable and easily angered. A very good friend of Miss Z went to her and told her that she loved her very much, but it was very difficult to be around her. And this friend helped Miss Z to seek help. General cluster of symptoms associated with depression are as follows. First, sadness, feeling irritable, empty, and numbness. Second, unable to enjoy things like you used to. Number 3, decrease or increase in appetite, which leads to weight gain or weight loss. Number 4, you're sleeping a lot more or a lot less. Number 5, you feel restless. Number 6, you feel tired or low energy all day. Number 7, feeling guilty or worthless. 8. Rumination, difficulty concentrating or having trouble remembering things. And 9. Having suicidal thoughts. If you experience 5 of the above symptoms for more than 2 weeks, it's likely that you are struggling with depression. Please understand that this is not a diagnosis. Just information for you to take further action and seek help. But you don't have to wait until you experience 5 of the above symptoms to seek help. I want you to know this because I've heard many people say, I don't know if what I'm going through is serious enough. My question to them is always, why must you wait for this to be serious enough in order to be treated? There are many different treatments available. Therapy, medicine, therapy with medicine, mindfulness practice, hypnotherapy, spirituality, and many more. Don't be discouraged if you haven't found a treatment that works for you, because the thing about depression is that it's not just caused by one factor. Environment, psychology, genetics, all can play a role in the development of depression. So talk to a therapist near you, like Mr. and Miss W, X, Y, and Z. They seek help and are now living a happy and healthy life. You can have that too. If you find this information helpful, give us a like and comment down below. How are you doing? If this topic interests you, watch this next video. You are encouraged to use the content in this channel to improve your mental health. However, this is not a substitute for professional help.